Lumbar vertebrae. This is the superior end plate. This is the inferior end plate. This here is the vertebral body. If you look, projecting backwards from the vertebral body are two pedicles right over here. So this opening right here, that is called the vertebral canal or spinal canal. Don't confuse that with an intervertebral foramen.
Can you also call it the vertebral foramen?
This would be the vertebral foramen also. Okay? All right. So then, if you look at this vertebrae here, this would be the superior vertebral notch. This would be the inferior vertebral notch. Here are the transverse processes. Now, the transverse processes in the lumbar spine oftentimes have an additional tubercle. Of course, it's not shown on these. But there is something called an accessory tubercle, usually right about here and here. I had a plastic model over there that we already made a video on, and that's where the accessory tubercle is. They're on the transverse processes of the lumbar spine only. Perhaps most importantly, though, this right over here on the superior articulating process, superior articulating facet, there are these additional little bumps right over here. That's called a mammillary process. So mammillary process is on the superior articulating process of the lumbar vertebrae. Nowhere else. Not on inferior, not on other vertebrae, only on the SAPs.
For the accessory tubercle, could you also call it an accessory process? Would you accept that, or just?
I thought it was called an accessory tubercle.
Okay. Just in our list, it was listed as accessory process.
Well, I probably wouldn't mark it wrong, and I don't know if there's an anatomy atlas that calls it a process. I think it's too small for it to be like a whole process because it's really tiny.
Like it's because it's like.
Yeah. So, but maybe you'll show me. You know, he's going to look it up on Netter right now.
Okay.
All right. So then we're going to work our way back, and then here is the lamina, and here's the SP. So here is a little tricky thing. It's very, very important. It's called the pars interarticularis, P-A-R-S, and then interarticularis. And by definition, it is that area between the SAP and the IAP. So it's right here. They're on both sides. It's hard for students to understand this. They oftentimes confuse it with the lamina. Here's the lamina. Here's the lamina. The pars interarticularis between the SAP and the IAP is right here.
So if you would tape it, it would go off to the side. But
So I would take tape or a string and wrap it around right here. Okay?
And for the lamina, it would more be on the sides of the spinous process.
The lamina would be here and here. Okay? So now with this pars interarticularis, they're subject to stress fractures, about 6% of the population. Okay? And you can have it on one side or on both sides. And if there is a stress fracture on both sides, it's called bilateral spondylolysis. And if there's separation with the front half of the vertebrae and the back half of the vertebrae through that pars interarticularis, that's called anterolisthesis or spondylolisthesis. Okay? I think that covers everything. Yeah.
It's accessory process.
Okay, accessory process. All right.